Do you want to grow big garlic in a small space and save money at harvest time? Hi friends, it's me. Grow big garlic in a small space and save money at harvest time. I'm going to show you everything you need to know about growing big garlic. And stay with me to the end because I'm going to tell you the biggest mistake that beginner growers make their first year of growing garlic. So this year from Mad River Garlic, we ordered the Nuka Rose garlic and the Georgian Crystal garlic. And I bought a 1/4 pound for each one of those. So this area is where we planted the garlic last year in this small little area. We definitely want a lot of garlic, so we are expanding it out into this whole area in through here. So I'm gonna go ahead and take that all down so we can get this ready to plant. So you want to plant garlic in the fall. It should be at least 2 weeks before your first frost of the season. Usually in September and October are the best. You want to select the best variety for your region because not all seed garlic grows equally well everywhere. Most seed garlic requires sufficient cold temperatures in the winter in order to develop good heads in the spring, but there are some varieties that are more tolerant to warm weather. Like I mentioned earlier, I purchased my garlic from Mad River Garlic Growers this year. What I love about this farm is it is a small, sustainable, certified, organic family farm, USA grown stock and non-GMO in Yellow Springs, Ohio. I will link their website in the description below for you guys if you're interested. When choosing your garlic, it's important to know that there are 2 different types of garlic. So you have a hardneck garlic, which is the closest to natural garlic. The hardneck garlic produces a thick flower stalk. It is edible, which leaves behind a tough, papery stalk in the mature bulb. Then you have your soft neck garlic, which does not have that flower stalk, so that's something to consider because you can actually harvest the scape. So that is definitely a plus for the hardneck variety. And the great thing about the soft neck garlic is that it has a really long shelf life, and this is the type of garlic that you see braided. One of the varieties that I chose were the Nuka Rose. It's a great flavor for a soft neck variety, and it does have a long shelf life. It averages about 15 cloves per bulb, and it's also late maturing, but it's supposed to be really worth the wait because of its rich and warm flavor. The Nuka is an heirloom garlic that comes from San Juan Islands off the coast of Washington. These are silver skin garlics and are the longest storing garlic, about 10 to 12 months. The other garlic we purchased was the Georgian Crystal. It has large bulbs and cloves and has more of a mild flavor and a smooth buttery flavor when roasted. It is a long storing garlic, but it is a hardneck garlic and it averages about 5 to 6 cloves per bulb. These are the largest of the garlic plants and they are typically very cold hardy. Garlic tolerates a wide variety of soils, but for the larger heads, it's important to prepare your garden with the right nutrients before planting. And it really all depends on what your soil needs to grow great garlic. Garlic likes loose, loamy soil with high organic matter content. You need to make sure that the soil has good drainage. If it's boggy or heavy, wet soil, it can cause the cloves to rot or develop poorly. If you do fertilize your garden, only do it between the pre-planting time, which I'm about to do, or in late spring when the scapes begin to form. You don't want to encourage too much top growth instead of the head development. And you also want to be careful not to over fertilize with nitrogen rich fertilizers in the fall. It can also lead to a stimulating top growth. If your garden soil is not suitable for garlic, consider growing it in a raised bed for better drainage. So I will also link this below. The fertilizer that I'm using is the Alaska Fish Fertilizer. You can use it on vegetable and flower gardens. It's a natural source of plant nutrients, and it's a rich source of organic matter that breaks down and releases nutrients into the soil to enhance the strength. And it helps the natural occurring soil microbes thrive and work their best in a soil that is rich in this organic matter. I'm also going to be adding some soil from my compost because I just figured why not. Alright guys, so do you want to know what the biggest mistake that beginner growers make when planting garlic and why they get small garlic at harvest time? This is the garlic that we planted last year. This is a hardneck garlic. And do you see how small this is compared to the garlic we ordered from Mad River Garlic? This is what you want to be planting. You want to be planting large garlic, which is why I suggest maybe you order some. If you can get some from a local farmer or a friend, that is great. I'm not saying don't do that because that's what I did. And for our first time growing, it was fine. But we were a little disappointed, and we did not know. When I went to buy the garlic, she had it in a box, and I just picked up pieces of garlic without even thinking. I did not know that the bigger that the garlic heads are, that will affect how large my garlic is at harvest time. So if you are going to be growing garlic for the first time, I would definitely suggest starting with a bigger garlic head if you can. These I will be planting again. This is from my harvest last year. And what you want to do is, once you harvest that garlic, you want to keep those large bulbs. So these were actually one of the larger bulbs that we had. So that's what I'm gonna be planting this year, and next year that's gonna get bigger. And then and you just keep doing that year after year, and then I will eventually build this up into a larger bulb. So if you want to be efficient in your small space and get the highest yield, I suggest you watch this video. Thanks for watching, guys.